Hi, Cody.
Hello.
How
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Doing great, thank you. Doing great.
Doing great. Well, you're now really working. You have been working on your new album for, I think, a long time now. But
Yes.
have you listened to the Headphone Masterpiece recently?
No, not really. I think I've listened to one track, a song called "Up in the Treehouse,"
And why specifically this track?
because it was kind of like an innocent track for my children. It's probably one of the few songs that they can listen to, off the record. But yeah, I just chose that tune
Chose a tune
for my children, just to play for my children.
oh, just to play for your
Yes.
children. But what do you hear if you think back about that album?
I hear someone trying to sort it all out. I hear chaos. I hear freedom. Sometimes I can hear the sadness when I do listen to it.
Yeah. Can you?
Well, the last song on the album, 6 Seconds, whenever I hear it, I always think about, what I was thinking of it at that time, I just think it's an interesting choice of words, I only got 6 seconds to make up my mind, So I thought that was an interesting headspace to be in, looking back on it.
Can you describe why, how, what sort of headspace were you in back then?
I don't quite remember specifically what drove me to it, but I remember just a period of desperation as an artist to really try to really get it out. Whatever it is I was feeling, I really wanted to tap into it and really get it out. And so I think that's what that song is trying to capture, the desperation I may have felt at the time to really give myself to the music and really get that music out, in the most pure and honest way that I could.
It's been 10 years, that album.
Right.
How many times did you have to do the recordings? Was the album quickly
For
recorded?
the new album,
No, I mean this the previous one.
the Headphone Masterpiece, it may have come together in about maybe 6 months or so, because I didn't realize I was writing an album at the time. I was only just making music. My band had just broken up, and so I had all this equipment in my bedroom, and I was always writing tunes anyway, and I was writing some material for my band's next album. But then again, I would just write ideas, when they would come to me. I didn't know if they were going to be for me or someone else or the band. But so I was just, writing material, just working, getting out the concepts. And maybe in about 6 months or so, I had a body of work that I began to listen to, and I would kind of put together like a puzzle, just different pieces. And I thought the playback was becoming pretty interesting to me. So I would listen to it more, then I would play it for people that would come over to the house, and they were connecting with it, and so I thought I would just add some more songs, and then as the concept began to take shape, then I started understanding, the journey of it. Then I would write other material that I thought would kind of fit in, and then before you know it, the Headphone Masterpiece, was alive, and people really liked it the way that it felt, in with the lo-fi aesthetic. They really connected with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, this will be my debut album. I released it just like this.
It was a double album.
Mm-hmm.
In retrospect, do you think, well, maybe I should have kept songs off, or maybe make it one album?
No, that's kind of what the labels wanted me to do, but I felt it would have kind of killed the story, the natural story that was happening, because once again, you have to imagine my bedroom and people just kind of hanging out listening to music, and they liked, the story of it, the feeling that they had, from beginning to end. So I felt, to narrow it down would kind of kill that experience, make it something that it wasn't.
Okay. Well, so you wrote a double album in 6 months, and now 10 years for one album.
Yeah.
What happened?
Just life. I'm a family man. I have 2 kids now. So it was a matter of me just kind of stepping away from the whole thing and living a completely different life.
Why?
Because it was time for growth. It was time to open myself up to other material, other life experiences. Because before it was just me and me in a vacuum, you know, trying to find myself as an artist, my voice, you know, trying to find subject matter that really inspired me. And it was a very solo way to approach life. But now I have, you know, I have these other elements now, my family, my wife, community, other people that that have other issues that, you know, that I feel have never been properly addressed in song. So there are a lot of things I wanted to speak on and touch on, but I really had to live life a little bit more so I could have a better understanding of how to bring that to my body of work.